First hive inspection. Of course, the wind's gonna keep us in here. I'm just trying to loosen it so that right way to lift that lid. Ooh, that's so damp. It's not oh wow. Okay. And that is this Beetle Trap. If I can. They have it totally sealed off. I don't want to bust the. It doesn't want to come out. They have it sealed down way too good. Looks like they stuffed a lot of newspaper down in it from the sugar shims. We'll do that when we can pry the frames apart. Let's set this off. Don't know if you have the strength, but if you can tilt it, I need to check under the frames really quick before you set it to the side. Put one hand on each of those.
And just what?
And tilt it towards you so I can look up. Is it not okay. Here, now try. There's bees coming out this entrance. There we go. Ooh. Lift, lift, lift. I gotta lift. You gotta lift all the way so I can see underneath. Ooh, lots of drone brood we just killed, but okay. I can't help that.
Yep.
Oh, set it. Step forward. There you go. You can set it a little farther this way and lift up. I'm trying to look for swarm cells. So bring it this way and tilt it up. There you go. So, packed full of drone cells that we just destroyed, but that's okay. I can't tell if that's a queen. I don't think so. I think those are all drone. All right, set it over there. Got some cleanup to do. There's my cleanup bucket. These aren't salvageable. We gotta clean them off. I don't know why they do this. Those are all drone. Which really stinks because that was a crop of drones that for the season. Sorry guys, didn't mean to kill you. down on me. Right here, I'll just set it here. Well, I put some nectar away, but that's possibly from my look at all that bee bread. All of that is pollen in there. The different colors. You got some greenish, yellow, greenish. I see some reds. Lots and lots of food for the gals to feed their brood. For the most part, they're doing good. They're doing good. What have we got in here? We've got lots of larvae. Awesome honey flower. He's doing good. This whole frame is filled to the edges. They've got a little bit of nectar stored in the top, but it's older larvae all the way out to eggs. This has got eggs and larvae and some pollen. This hive is going to be busting loose in about 3 weeks. So definitely going to be putting, don't need to switch boxes because she's down here working. But we're going to be putting on another box for them to go up into and work on, so that they stay busy and with room so they don't swarm. Off my finger, thank you. So a nice edge to edge capped brood. Lots of nurse bees walking around on it. More cap brood. There's some drone cells. I hate that I killed so many of them drone cells. Kind of scanning for honey. I'm holding it over the hive so that if she instantly falls off, she goes back in. She's definitely been down in here because that frame had eggs. Trying to see if this one has eggs. I'm also looking down in. I'm happy to see that the bottom is clean. These gals have been very hygienic, it looks like. So that's good. But this hive is definitely in about 3 weeks with all them eggs going to be busting loose, as long as everything goes good and we keep them fed. So, brood. Can't tell if there's eggs in it. It's a bit shadowy here, so it's hard to see. Capped brood. Trying to do this quick because I don't want them chilled. It's a little breezy. But we got a nice, pleasant hum to the hive. Definitely have a queen in here because they got eggs and they ain't getting angry. Until that one just tried to get my finger. So we've got a few brood, or a few drones on top here. Trying to see down in here. Nothing on the bottom to worry about cell-wise. Got capped brood My guess is, because I don't see any eggs in these cells, my guess is honey flower is probably on one of them frames I already looked at, because those had eggs on them. She hasn't come back over here to check things out. Full to the brim with eggs and larvae. So maybe she's over here. I see young, still fuzzy wuzzy nurse bees. Larvae and eggs. She is... I don't see a lot of honey stores, nectar stores though. And that's the problem this year, is we've got a lot of ups and downs in temperatures and not a nectar flow going on yet. I think the red maples are starting to bloom, which will be a nectar flow for them if the weather holds and they can actually get to it before the blooms go out. It's the problem with this time of year. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
She eyed it and then went, nope, and come after my finger. And the wind is not helping carry the smoke down in. Okay, let's see here. Was it this one I was trying to pick up? Ooh, that one's heavy. That one may be food. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Lots of nectar, lots of capped honey still. Oh my gosh, yeah, they got food. Next one is totally, completely capped honey.
Yep.
I don't even need to pull it out. What is the next one? Here, I didn't move this over far enough. So I can pull this one out.
One doesn't want you in there.
No, I don't blame her. Okay, so honey. So they've got stores still. It's this one that I'm really trying to get to. Empty comb, a little bit of nectar in it, so they can work on
progress.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. So we've got 2 frames here of honey, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames of brood. That's a good brood. I don't have to rotate the nest. This time of year, sometimes you have a fairly empty bottom box, and you got to sometimes encourage the queen to use it by switching the order of the boxes, which we are not going to have to do here. So is this one got, I can't remember what this one had. This one was a food. So we've got empty, food, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brood, food, pollen, and then 1 more empty for them to build on. Bees naturally build out and up in the most senses, so that still leaves them 2 frames out, 1 on each side, and we are going to check up now. So go ahead and set that frame or that box back in place. I'm going to have to step away here for just a second while you're setting it and take care of my nose. They should be pretty good down for you.
Make sure.
Alright. Yeah, you're not. check those corners. If you square up this corner and square up the diagonal corner.
That's good.
Okay. Alrighty, let's break these frames apart, see what we got here really quick. Be quick about it. You got your, no, okay.
Yeah.
Nothing. We're good. I just want to go ahead and snap these because I'm going to start with this darn beetle trap that needs to be cleaned. It's good though, as of right now there aren't any beetles, but we're hitting warmer time. Yeah, that would help. Which is fine. Again, growth space. I missed the runner. I always try to aim for that runner because it stops me from going down in. We've got some comb they're working on there and honey. That's good. Honey and pollen. That's a food source. Now, can you... Right here, maybe I can do this. I can hang it now. Let's see about breaking this off. I don't want to spill the oil. There we go. There it is. Can I get them off? No. There. Alright. Yeah. You can pop this part right here and lift it out and just dump it out. Yeah. And then right here. This is all we put in it. We put a little bit of oil in it. And it's a trap for the hive beetles to be corralled into. So while he's dumping that, what you about? Yeah, you gotta really, they filled in the trap with newspaper from the sugar shim. We've got another frame of honey here, I can see. So, huh? As good as it's getting.
Back in there. Putting this back in there.
Yeah, I've got the oil is right here in front of my smoker.
Yeah.
So we've got a food frame, food, pollen. It's really good seeing this because these will be needed. Comb splits. So we got food frame, because definitely in about 3 weeks or so when this hive explodes again with all that brood that's down in the bottom box, we're going to be splitting hopefully 2 nuke boxes off from it. Why are you stuck? It's stuck down bottom somehow. I can't get it lifted up. Girl. There we go. Sorry. Stuck. That's brood, drone, and worker. Brood. If they're flat and flush, like this, that is a worker. But if they're up and cupped up like this one, like that one right there, that is a drone brood. There is a nice ring of pollen around the top as well as honey. Those are stores to feed the young. And then down here at the bottom and all this burr comb is more drone. Alright, let's set this down. They need to be making drones right now so that the spring queens have mating. So we're looking at It takes a few weeks after the drones hatch, so you're looking at probably April before there is going to be breeding crop for queens for splits. So we may have another month before splits. There we go. Tons of worker, some drone on the bottom. I haven't been looking for the queen. Shame on me. My guess though is she's in the bottom because that's where the eggs were. More worker brood, so that's another brood frame. Awesome. Ooh, we got an emerging, we got a couple coming out. See down towards the bottom center? There. Oh, it's coming out. Look. He's all fuzzy wuzzy. Watch it. Here it comes. She's coming out. She's coming out. Come on. Her sister next to her is almost ready to come out, and she is out and walking. The birth of a bee. Birth of a bee there. Happy birthday. You'll live for about 6 weeks and then die. Very happy. They're all pretty cappings, nothing to be worried about disease wise. More brood larva to the outer rim of it, and as it progresses out all the way from cat to eggs is exactly what we want to see. Exactly. And it's all just burcomb and drone. So no signs of swarming yet, but I am going to give them that other box to work because they are about to explode, but it's not weather. Top band of honey. The way they're coming out makes me wonder. Listening to the sounds they're making too. Okay. Back down in. So this one's about to explode with growth too. This one has brood on it as well. I'm going to. Got one going on my face. John down. Okay. 3 more to go. We may be past. Oh, that is definitely a honey frame. Oh my gosh, totally packed full of honey. Honey, total complete food frame, honey frame. So honey, this one here next to it is honey, and then I have a feeling the very outside is empty. So empty, honey, basically the same pattern as below. Repeat it. So honey. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Was this one brood or food? We'll see. We got 4, that's appropriate. 5 brood on bottom and 4. Stop. 4. If you do it this way, you're not gonna pin so many because it's not frame after frame after frame. Let's see what this one was again, real quick. Food. And food, yeah. So 4 brood on top, 5 in bottom. So what we said, food, 1, 2, 3, 4 brood, 1, 2 brood, empty, 2 food, 1, 2, 3, 4 brood, food, empty. That's a pretty good pattern there. Nothing divided up or wonky about it. Okay. I'm just going to start closing up. I'm going to do that by y'all, look at this. See if I can get you guys can see it. Alright, so this is that Beetle Trap, and they have filled and gelled this whole thing up with, it's from the newspaper. So they combined the newspaper into the oil and made a goopy mess. So I think I will take this one and clean it, since I can't use it right now. And I'm going to take a brand new one, and I'm going to put just a little bit of oil. Let me open it here. Just a little bit of oil.
That's what exciting.
Just a little bit of oil. Well, that's a little bit too much.
Using the oil.
I'm going to clean it and use it later. Okay. Just enough for the beetles to drown in. Will you take this in the lid so I don't spill it?
Yes.
Thank you. And close her up. And we're just going to stick her right here for them to corral any annoying. Okay, get back. They're trying to attack me. Okay, now here's what we're going to do for them some more workspace, if they so choose to use it. I'm going to put a queen excluder down so that nobody comes up, aka the queen doesn't come up and lay. And then we're just going to take this honeycomb hive box for now, and this will eventually come off when I do the splits and become a hive of its own. So we're going to do that. We've got to clean this off. See. And back in place. So we've put the queen excluder, the deep, the inner lid, the outer lid. Oop, don't slide off. No. This is all square. Yeah, oh no. There we go. That is honey flower done.